I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. And watching this live with... It's Billy Dibb. What a great story, a cancer survivor, and of course the former IBF Terrence Bud.
This bout,
how will these two fighters handle the... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Can't find a home for that jab. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Fantastic punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Those counter punches have to hurt. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford... Come on. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history about it.
Defense. Whoa, wait a minute! Billy Dibb is dazed and confused. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. And come on, there's the bell for round three. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure.
Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
That counter punch caught him clean. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, Bob. You don't want the cornerman now. It's down for them doing it.
And Dib goes down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They block the left there. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that. Back at it in round 4. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
That jab misses. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fight has a real good flow to it. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Billy Dib in that last round.
Switch on. Switch on.
On to the 5th we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Bombs away. The jab not finding its target. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. That hook doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. About Billy Dibb in that last round. As bad as boxing. On to the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Do you believe what we are seeing? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to.
You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you continue.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this train... There's the bell to start round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
They got out of the way of that right hook. That one will count. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything when you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. Hook misses. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. The perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Hold it right there. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are...
Switch back on. Get foot.
There's the bell to start round 8. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Catch and shoot. Good punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. You'd like to see, and down goes Billy Dibb. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Nice counter shot. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.